Hello everyone, Timothy here with Next Gen Nation. Right now I'm standing here with Mike Traficante with Schell Games. How are you doing today?
All right, how you going?
I'm doing very good. So you have a really interesting game here called I Expect You to Die.
Yeah.
You mind telling us a little bit about it?
Sure, I Expect You to Die. It's a virtual reality game where you play, we put you in the shoes of a spy with a mission. Your mission is to steal the car of your arch enemy. The car has some weapons and some booby traps, so it's not going to be easy. We don't give you too much in the way of instructions because it's basically a puzzle game. You get a little HQ guy in your ear giving you some clues, and that's basically it.
Yeah. So it's a VR game, and the controls can be a little bit awkward with like you picking stuff up, and it tends to give off sort of like a funny vibe. But you were telling me earlier that you weren't intending for it to be like a funny game, right?
Yeah, that wasn't actually something we were in particular going for. I mean, I think it's cool that it works out that way and people think it's fun, because I'm always happy if people are enjoying a game that we made. That's great. But the whole goofiness of it sort of comes from the controls being a mouse, so you're picking up a knife with sort of a single point, and it makes the knife kind of do this when you move it around. It's hard to cut wires, and like it leads to like, oh, I cut the wrong wire, and it's funny, and you explode. And so yeah, it was just kind of an accident of the system.
Okay, and so I was playing it earlier, and the current version that you have right now it's set inside a car. You're trying to get the car out. You're trying to steal the car from a flying plane.
Yep.
What are the plans for like future versions of the game, future levels?
I can't give anything away about the future levels because they are top secret because it's a spy game. But I can tell you that in the future we are going to support Oculus Touch, so we are going to have you using your hands, and we're going to have you making some changes, including some changes and refinement to the existing demo that you played.
Okay, and when do we expect to have the full version of the game?
We're hoping to be done with it summer of 2016. Ideally, that's around when the Oculus will be launching, but I am not really sure what their date is like. But
okay, and so let me ask you, what was the inspiration behind this game? What inspired you guys to make this spy game and to make this interesting VR game that you have right now?
Yeah, so we wanted to come up with a game that made you feel like you were somebody that was cool and powerful, and you were going to have to be smart and clever. But we also wanted to really stick to not moving you around. Moving you around in VR generally makes people very sick. We really wanted to make a game that's sort of VR that anyone could play. So we were trying to come up with a way, like how can we tie you up and not allow you to move and still have you be awesome? And then it occurred to someone like, well, that's what happens to James Bond. Like he gets tied up and he has to use his mind to, use things around him to cut himself free or that kind of thing. So that's sort of how we got the idea. And then as it turns out, as we developed it, we realized that people didn't so much question why they couldn't move. They kind of just accepted it because it just feels right to not move when we put you in a car and you can't move just because it's virtual reality and you can't move. And so we don't even talk about that really, but you're just immobile because you are, and people accept it.
Yeah, that's true. When I was playing it earlier, I didn't really question why I wasn't really moving. I was just trying to solve all these puzzles, and the puzzles are tough when you're restricted on time and other people want to try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but it was still very fun. And so in the past, you guys won a few awards at the Proto Awards, and you were nominated for an award at the Unity Awards. You mind telling us a little bit about that?
Sure. I mean, I can tell you that we were nominated for the Unity Awards, which was an incredible honor. I know we were alongside some really great games. So just to be nominated with those other awesome games was really pretty spectacular. We were very excited. Same with the Proto Awards. We were totally stunned that we won 3 awards. Super excited about it. It's great that people are playing and enjoying the game. It's just super exciting.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for giving us your time to interview you today.
Sure.
Your game's very amazing. It's very fun. It's very nice to see so many people enjoying a game so early in its stages, in its development, and everyone's just having fun with it and then trying to solve these puzzles, and just seeing another VR game is really interesting too. So once again, thank you. Before we go, can you give us some information about where people can find you, where they can try out your game and stuff like that?
Sure. I believe it's iexpectyoutoDie.schellgames.com. But if you just go to schellgames.com, you'll find us on there, and it'll give you a link to Oculus Share. You can download the game if you have a dev kit. Check it out. It's free and it's fun, so do it.
All right. Well, this has been Timothy and Mike from Schell Games. You can go to our website at next-gennation.com and check them out at their website as well, and we'll see you guys in the next one.